Hey, what is up, everybody? It is Wick here, and it is early morning, so I'm about to go do some thrifting here in a bit. I think I'm going to hit a Salvation Army I've never been to, because I've got quite the drive ahead of me. Bought some tile out of the Lowe's to do the kitchen and bathroom. Got it real cheap, 44 cents, marked down from $3 a tile. And it's quite far, so I'm going to go there. There's a Salvation Army at Goodwill, I think, so I'm going to stop there, of course. The calculator, if you've seen the last vlog, which was actually yesterday for me, I bought a TI 84 Plus calculator for $24.99 at Goodwill. I listed it, it sold in 10 minutes, so sold it for $64.99. So I'm going to ship that out today. That was a very quick flip. I love it when that happens. But I'm going to take a shower, and then we are going to take off. So I just remembered that tile is heavy, and I got 240 pieces of 6 by 24 inch tile, and I don't think my Kia can handle that load. I did the math, and I think I'm only going to be able to haul half of that, and then I'm going to have to come back and get the other half some other day. Hopefully they're okay with that. I think there's almost 4 pounds per tile, so that's... I don't know, I forget the math already, but I guess the Kia can only do 850 pounds or something like that capacity, so I'm not going to risk it by taking all the tile. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of driving in the next few days, but hopefully I can find enough thrifting to make the trip worth it. Here I am in the new Salvation Army. I cannot remember ever being in here. It's possible I was in here years ago, but yeah, it's pretty big. It used to be like a gymnasium. But I'm looking in here at this camera. It's a pretty bad camera. It's a Samsung 399. I looked it up. I guess it wasn't that bad. I probably could have made like $5 to $10, but I just don't want to mess with it. Now this thing was pretty interesting. These Panasonic bases for phones that have the printers or like the answering machine systems in them, some of those can go for over $200. I found one a couple of times that sold for over $200, and you just have to check the model number. The 5 gigahertz ones usually are not too good. There was a sealed Linksys thing back there that was just not worth a lot of money. Old phone, VTech phone, that's a DEC 6.0. I left that because I got so many phones I need to test and order batteries for that I just don't need another one, and that's a lower end model. Not a whole lot of stuff on the shelves here. The typical thrift store junk, like the mixers and blenders and casserole dishes, all that kind of stuff that I usually don't mess with. There's probably some gold in those, maybe some older models or something people are looking for. There always seems to be in every category a magic item that's worth a lot of money. There's a foot massager down there. Those can be worth some pretty good money too. HP picture frame, I think they had that priced up a bit. The book section here is pretty small. There's an empty shelf there. I started putting books that I thought were interesting I was going to research onto this shelf, and then went back later and looked them up. At this point, I'm not scanning every book. I'm just looking for interesting books, and then I check them. Like this one right here stood out, Basic Electronics for Scientists. Wasn't really worth picking up though. So yeah, that's how I'm dealing with books now. So in the Salvation Army, I ended up finding this PS2 Slim, $14.99. It's got all the cables, so that's pretty good. Also has a game in there, Dance Dance Revolution. I don't think that's valuable at all, but I'm probably going to try to sell this on Amazon. I do have a controller at home, so I'll put a controller with it, and probably sell it for $64.99 on Amazon. The slim models sell pretty well, so I'm pretty happy to find that. I guess I'll make like $35 in the end maybe. And then I picked up this book. It was $1. It was pretty interesting. It's selling for... There's one on eBay for $80 right now. None have sold. A 2 million rank in Amazon at like $58. I don't know what I'll end up getting for it. It's probably a long tail item, but for $1 with the potential to make like 50 bucks, I'm going to pick it up. Even if it sits forever, I have no money in it, so why not have that there? And the chance to turn $1 into 50, always great with books. I also picked up my tile. It's the only tile that was remotely close to me that had enough to do anything. It's like porcelain and looks like wood. It was 44 cents a tile, so I got 240 pieces for like $105, and it's enough to do my kitchen and bathroom and then have some extra. So I'm pretty happy about that. Get my house in better shape so it'll sell better when because I'm looking for a larger home. But this is only half of it. I have to come back, probably wait a few days and then come back and get the rest of it, because I just don't want my car weighed down. The weight limit's 849, and if I would have took it all, I would have been like 150 pounds over the weight limit on my car, and I just didn't want to chance it, especially driving. This is like an hour-and-a-half drive, so just didn't want to risk that. So I went into the car to do the update on the vlog with the stuff I found. Went back in to see how Catalina was doing, and her cart is filled with clothing. She's got a lot of Mickey and Disney type clothing she found, and a bunch of vintage Pendletons, and a lot of her bread and butter stuff in there. So she's doing extremely well in this store. $3.99 for this Mickey shirt. It might have even been half off. I can't remember for sure what the colors were. But yeah, she's definitely got a great haul in there. She sells clothing on Etsy if people are not aware of that, and does quite well. And this came out the short time I was in the the car. This sealed Lego set for $10. I ended up picking it up. I don't know if I'm going to sell it on Amazon or eBay. There's money to be made on both. The corners have slight wear on them, so I probably won't sell it on Amazon. But yeah, it's crazy how fast something can come out and be put on the shelf. It just goes to show you always got to be checking these thrift stores. There's Catalina in her Coogee buying a bunch of clothing. The woman there probably is not happy having to deal with all that clothing. I actually gave her a moving box to put it all in. They don't give bags at Salvation Army anymore. Kind of random. You have to bring your own. I'm in the Goodwill here. I've actually been in this Goodwill before. I remember it, but it's been like 3 years since I've been in here. Scanning the games, scanning the toys, looking for Jurassic World stuff, of course, and then, whoa, what? Here is a Jurassic World set that seems to be sealed. I thought, wow, this is incredible. This can't be worth money, can it? Like maybe $20, $30. This is a newer one. I will say I was pleasantly surprised when I looked it up, and I'll talk about that later in the video. But yeah, here's what was this? A Chug It game, $2.99. Had some gift wrap still taped to it. I love when I see that. People getting them as gifts, they just throw it in a closet, then eventually donate it. That's how a lot of these sealed games make it to thrift stores. Not a whole lot going on with the plushes or the dolls. Plenty of diapers and briefs down there. I don't like selling those. Usually they're priced too high anyway at Goodwill, but if I do see a good deal, I pick them up. And here we are with the random thrift store junk that you see at every thrift store. Just the coffee makers. Some of the coffee makers can be good, but usually Goodwill prices them up. Like that one's 20 bucks, so typically not worth messing with. I am back home. Let me kind of go over what I got today. Pretty good day overall for thrifting, since I really wasn't out to go thrifting. This right here, let's get this out of the way. It's a Jurassic World. I'm pretty sure it's sealed. The tape right here is kind of weird, but it looks like it's over the handle, so it looks like it's done by the factory. So I'm going to sell it as sealed. I'll probably sell it on eBay. There was a listing on Amazon. There's no sellers on it. I found one of these that sold for about $125 sealed on eBay. And right now there's just not a lot of listings for this new. In fact, I don't think there was any for the Indominus Rex and the Tyrannosaurus Rex, which seems to be the best version of this. Like, I think he was selling for like $45, $60 just him alone. Like some of these little figures are selling pretty well. So keep an eye out for, like, if I would have seen a dinosaur like this, I might not have paid attention to it unless I could see a JW on it. So even the more cartoony looking dinosaurs are pretty valuable. So yeah, I think I'm going to list this on eBay for like $200, $250 and just see if it gets a sale since there's no competition. I think it's either way, it's a good find. Even if it was used, it was a good find. It's probably $100. So another Jurassic World item. I just keep finding this stuff. And these were cool. These are Osiris shoes. Pretty popular in the Bronx. I think they're made there, Bronx Slim Girls. Pretty cool looking. Now, I don't know what these will sell for, but I noticed on the comps there were some that were like all pink and like all solid colors. One of them was selling for over $200 pre-owned. Now, I don't think these are worth it. They're a little dirty. Physical condition still pretty good, so if I can clean them up, I'll probably get some better money. But yeah, I'm thinking, I don't know. A lot of them weren't selling for a whole lot, like 20 bucks. But there were some that were selling for 50. I guess it's just going to be based on the style. But yeah, for $4.99, I went ahead and picked them up. I think there's some money to be made. And this Passport to Purity, it's like a book CD set. It was sealed, $4.99. This thing right here is currently on Amazon for 100 bucks. FBA, and then like $60 non-FBA. So yeah, I'll probably send it in, and I think I'll get between $50 and $100. So we'll see there. For $4.99, I picked that up. And when I was taking this stuff out of the car, I had an accident. I had my energy drink, V8 energy drink, in my mouth, like holding it with my teeth with the can. And I bumped it when I was lifting these bags out, and I spilled some of it on everything. And of course, this was in my car like this, and it just landed right on the side here. So that's going to decrease the value. It's really not bad though. It's not like coming through, it seems. So I'll just sell it on eBay and maybe price it pretty low and competitively. It's a long tail item anyway. Got some on this, but it wipes right off. And then, yeah, the Legos, they're so borderline condition wise to sell on Amazon, but I think I'm just going to do eBay. I'm going to get about $10 less. So I'm going to make about probably 15, maybe 20 on eBay. So, yeah, I'll take a little bit less money and be safe. People can look at the condition on eBay better than they will Amazon. If I sell it new, they'll just say, hey, this had some corner damage. But I don't think a collector should ever buy online, because you just expect packages to get beat up. This could be in mint condition, and when I send it in and it gets beat up a little bit in the post office, and then it looks like I, was the one who sent it in like that. But anyway, oh yeah, I got a couple things here. This Uncharted game collection, it's sealed. It was $3.99. It sells for about 18-20 bucks. So I'm going to make about $7 profit in the end. And I picked up this Oregon Trail. I have the original one I bought for personal use, and then I found the expansion. So I got the other one for 99 cents at Goodwill, and then I got this one for $2. So for $3, I got both games. I love thrifting. I was always interested in playing this. Big fan of the Oregon Trail when I was a kid. But anyway, I'm going to get some work done on those blocks, I think. So I've made it through one box of these building block things. I sorted them by just the size of the piece here, and you can see I put them in these baggies. And that's how I'm going to sell them. I'm going to sell these bags pretty much as lots. And like this right here, this amount should go for like $30 or $40. And of course I'll sell the cars separately, and windows and doors separately. There's like ladders down there. Got the monorail track over there, and these like purple plates, that plate, the minifigs. In the end, I think there's going to be pretty good money in this. I'm happy I bought it. It's going to be a little bit of work. It's been actually pretty fun sorting these and dealing with them. Something a little bit different than testing VCRs or cleaning labels off of stuff. So no regrets buying it. I hope this stuff doesn't sit too long. I'm going to price it pretty competitively and just try to move it since it does take up space. But that's going to do it for the video, everybody. I want to thank you for watching. You know what to do. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe so you can follow me in all my resale adventures. And you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Until next time.